So I just got this in. This is my Doctor Strange Silver Surfer's Defender pack. Right off the back, I have to say that I really love points of articulation in the action figures. I mean, they all look really nice, just really solid. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up, check it out. Alright, so the comic is a Doctor Strange Silver Surfer team up. It looks like it is a rescue mission for Valkyrie and Hawkeye against the Red Ghost. So I've never read this issue before, but it looks pretty cool, except for Valkyrie's outfit. If you guys can see it, is ridiculous. So I hope that in the new Thor Ragnarok movie, don't use this outfit. Do not use this outfit. Outside of that, everything else about it is pretty cool, I have to admit. Okay, so right off the back, one of the big things that I want to mention, if you do decide to open this, be very careful because it is kind of hard to get them out. So the method that I always go about this with is at the very back where usually where their back meets, I usually push my thumb out there, and it usually pushes the most of the upper body out, and then I just kind of slide him out of the little slots that hold his hands back. So Doctor Strange is doing his basic magic stance. So both of his hands are in that perfect, almost like Spider-Man-like hand symbol that he uses to conduct magic. The paint job on them is really not bad. I would have liked a little bit more color and depth overall with the figures, but I mean, it's a nice overall solid coat, and it's very well painted and finished. Like with my Vastros one, the legs, the feet are very customizable, but they are also very fragile, it looks like, right off the back. So that's good. Now, because of his actual cape, he is a little top heavy, but the cape is removable, it looks like. It's not attached directly to Strange. So depending on what you want to do with your figures, if they're just for show, you don't really have to worry about this. But if you want to do more with your figures, it looks like you can remove alright, so it looks like you can remove Doc Strange's overall robe from him, so he can stand on his own. But without his robe, his neck looks really awkward, almost like there's a huge piece in the back of his head missing. So that is something to be mentioned. The back is, like I kind of said, it's underpainted, and I think my light might be messing that up. No? Okay. Okay, so if you guys can see, it's kind of underpainted right here on the back, and that's one of the only low points I have to admit that there's with this figure. Overall, though, I have to admit that I would give this like a B. It's not a bad figure at all. It's not as good as some of the other ones I've gotten so far, but it's definitely not bad. Okay, so the Silver Surfer, I just finished getting him out of his packaging. He does come with a board. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to get him on here. He still really has his mellow overall feel that you would kind of get from any Surfer figure or toy. It's basically just like a naked guy sprayed down with silver. But overall, I mean, he looks pretty dope. The board is pretty classic. I feel like this is a great way to hold your character on a stand. So I have to admit, I actually really am happy that they brought the board and gave that to us too, because without it, I don't think that this would be as cool. I kind of wish that his hands glowed, or he even had like an energy orb lifted like in one of his hands, kind of like what you see here on the comic, or even if that was a attachable piece. That would have been a pretty cool aspect of the toy that I would have loved to add on. But I think that this is still overall a really good figure, and I'm pretty happy with the overall articulation with it.